Well, hey, Instagram, let's talk about 3 ways that you can be finding the perfect bookish gifts for your bookish friends this holiday season or, to add to your wish list. We're going to break down 3 ways that you may not be aware of or ways that we can kind of parlay off of to create new ideas as well. So if you're just jumping in and joining me, let me know where you're joining me from and drop your best tips for picking the books that you're giving to your bookish friends, your bookish family members, all those good, fabulous things in the comments below. And let's come up with more than the 3 I am talking about today. Hey, hello, and welcome. Let's jump in and let's have this conversation. So the first way that you can be finding really good gifts for your bookish friends, and I'm talking like, what book should I buy my friend? My friend has read everything. Like, what should I get them? The first thing that I do, and the first thing I recommend, and I have other videos on this, I have TikToks and I have Reels on how to do this, but I'm going to break it down for you too, is to go to Amazon. You have to go on the desktop version. It does not work in the app, and you're going to go to an author that they already like or a book that they already like. So your friends, your family members, go to a book that they've recently read that they like, or a book that they rave about, or their favorite book, or whatever it happens to be. When you get there, you are going to scroll down on the page. There will be a recommendations list. They base it off of what other readers read and then read after that. So they take everybody's buying history and they decide, okay, a lot of people who read this book also read this book. So if you like this book, they'll probably also like this book. You can get custom tailored recommendations for your friends based on their favorite books simply by going over to Amazon on the desktop version. Again, desktop, and then scrolling down on the page to get there. And you can do this from books, you can do this from the authors, and it gives you actual recommendations so that you can find things similar to or that work in the same genres, but not the exact same thing, and not the super popular books that everybody talks about that everybody's read and exhausted. Like, we're talking the good stuff here. So there's lots of options with that. And if you are jumping in, I got 2 more options for you for figuring out the perfect bookish gift for your book friends or your book family or whatever, which also passes as what you should put on your wish list. So hey, hello. Hey, Danielle joining us from Florida. Hey, thank you for jumping in and joining us today. Let me know your bookish gift giving tips down below as we're prepping for the oncoming holiday season. So are you buying for your friends and family? Let me know, and we're giving you tips on how to do this today. So jumping into my second tip, the next thing that you can be doing, of course, we're just going to be very upfront about this one. The next thing you can do, and you should be doing, is going to Book Talk over on on TikTok. Wow, you guys, I saw the word Instagram and it was a problem. So you're going to be going over to Book Talk, specifically look in the hashtag Book Talk or hashtag Book Recommendations, or get really specific with your hashtag searches and go like YA book recommendations or something like that. And you're going to be looking for the non-popular ones. So you're looking for the things that are not like everybody knows about, because the ones that everybody knows about, if they wanted to read it, they would already read it. So you're going to start looking for people talking about the popular books that you are familiar with and that your friend likes, and you're going to go see what other books they've talked about. Usually going to be really good recommendations. So you're looking for people who are giving good book recs, using the appropriate hashtags over on Bookstagram, and you can find really good recommendations in the traditional and in the indie space based on things that you are liking. Book recs from Amazon are great. I agree, Danielle. They really are very, very helpful. That's usually, if I need to do something, we go first and foremost to Amazon, because Amazon's really good about that. And the cool thing is, it's not just Amazon. Some of the other companies do it as well. So you can check out the other book retailers. They'll usually have something. If you're just jumping in, hey, hello, welcome. We're talking about 3 ways you can be finding book gifts to give this year or to add to your wish list, because I got you covered too. And we talked a little bit about going over to Amazon. We talked a little bit about looking on places like Book Talk or Bookstagram, but you know that Book Talk is where it's at in terms of recommendations and getting good content. It is there now. The other thing is you can be checking apps. So there are apps like Likewise, and there are apps like BookBub. You can go to the BookBub website. There's really cool things that you can get recommendations for. So again, it's going to tie back to this reader really liked this book that my friend and I like. Let me go see what else they're recommending, because chances are we're going to have similar tastes. So you want to go over to the BookBub website or app, and you're going to be looking through that for recommendations. People can actually write reviews there, You got the whole thing without all the toxicity of something like the wasteland that is Goodreads, or like the reviews, not the recommendation, but like the reviews on Amazon, because it's a nasty place to be. So if you want higher quality, go look at BookBub. But also you can use apps like Likewise, which you guys know I'm associated with Likewise. I host the YA Lounge over there. I do like weekly broadcasts and all the fun, fabulous things. And with that in mind, you can actually go into the different community groups and they give recommendations. You can ask people. What I like about Likewise is that you can ask for recommendations. Like there's actually a button and you can say, I liked this, what should I read next? Or I liked this kind of thing, or I'm looking for a book that is kind of like this. It has this vibes or these types of things, and people will answer you. In the YA Lounge, the one that I run on Likewise, we have over 700,000 members just in my group. So you will get answers. You will get answers, and you will get answers quickly. There will be a lot of people with a lot of opinions. So you have a lot of access on the Likewise app as well. But I need to hear from you. Get down in my comments. Let me know. What do you do when you are searching for books to give your friends or your family for Christmas? How do you best figure out what it is that they want without directly asking them? Because I feel like, obviously, that's going to be the number one choice. Ask them and see what they actually want. But if they won't tell you, or if you want it to be a surprise, or like you want to be the cool friend with all the knowledge of the books that they're going to love based on what they already love, these are some great ways to do it. So let's just recap real fast before we say goodbye. We want to make sure that we are, number one, going to Amazon or the other book buying platforms, scrolling down on the page, again, on Amazon desktop, not the app, and you can scroll down and you can see other recommendations based on what other customers bought. After that, you can go to places like Book Talk, Bookstagram, things like that, and check out the videos and the content that people are posting about books. I recommend searching the hashtags, and I recommend finding people who are giving really good book recommendations of books you've already read that you liked, and see what else they liked to get an opinion on what you might like in the future. And then you want to make sure that you're using apps like Likewise, or you're using a website, webpage, app, whatever it happens to be, like BookBub, to get those recommendations. Danielle says, I found so many cute things via Book Talk. Lots of goodies related to book faves. I know, not only are there books on Book Talk, but like swag. It's really cool the things you can find over there. So there's lots of alternatives to just asking them, or to kind of fumbling when you're trying to figure out which books they are going to like as gifts. And of course, this is also a great way to build up your wish list. So you can go and you can look in those 3 different places, and you have the ability to kind of create your own list. So it's not just those like 3 books that everybody talks about on social media. It's actual books that you're really going to enjoy, that are not overly hyped and not, you know, in the rear view mirror at this point. So there's a lot of great options to that, and you can then move forward and do your fabulous, wonderful gift-giving goodness. If you have questions on this, or if you want to drop ideas, I would love for you to do that down in the comments, so that we can all help each other to get our bookish wish list, Christmas list, gift list, holiday lists, whatever it happens to be, lists together and ready to go, so that you can do your shopping, and do your shopping early, because you know all the sales are starting really, really early this year. Speaking of which, I asked you, and I want to ask you guys one more time. I'm thinking of doing an early book sale, and here's why. The printers are majorly failing. We're going to have a massive book shortage for the holiday season, because one of the main printers is they've driven themselves off a cliff down into a ravine. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. Everybody is like running away from them, and it's just a disaster. But it does mean that you are going to drastically have a shortage of certain books for the holiday season. So if you would like me to do a book event where you can get signed copies, which is, well, there's no extra charge for the signed copies. It's just you have to order them from me. I have to order them from the printer, and when they come from the printer, I can then send them to you. I do have a stockpile of some books, but they're the leftover books from the conventions right before everything with the world happened. So I don't have everything in stock, but I do have some in stock, and it would be one of those signs to whomever, so that you can get those for holiday gifts or for yourself or whatever. Let me know if that's something that you would like to see. I will set that up for you, and it would be a limited edition event, so that we can get everything to y'all on time. In fact, I actually have to go to the post office tomorrow and mail some books out to some of you, and so we've got a lot of things going on with this, which I'm really excited about. If you want the book signing event, let me know. We'll we'll make that happen for you. And drop your gift list, your wish list ideas and suggestions down below. As always, I will be here next Tuesday with another topic. We've got a good one for our upcoming, I have a list of things that we're going to be talking about. I was actually going to look that up. What did I have to do? Oh, duh, book release next week. Officially the book is out. Because I wanted to make sure you had printed copies in time. But we're going to be celebrating the release of Tricking Fate, my Halloween book, next Tuesday for you guys. And then we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled topics, but like all the good, fabulous, wonderful things. So if you have topics you want me to discuss here about the publishing industry or the behind the scenes of author life, let me know. This is your time. This is an open Q&A on whatever topic we're talking about for the day, and we're here every single Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern doing that with you. Also, 3 p.m. Eastern over on TikTok every single Friday, open Q&A, so you can join and ask any questions that you've got. Please do me a favor. As soon as this goes off air, please wait just a minute. It's going to process the video, and then it's going to put it out on the page. If you guys could leave a comment about your biggest takeaway from the day, that tells Instagram we're doing something awesome and they should be sharing it to people, because we know that they're looking for comments and shares. Likes are okay, but like comments and shares are what they're looking for in order to show my content to more people. And I need to get my reels kicked out more, so y'all help me out. Leave some comment love on my post, please. All right, friends. And we'll see you next week. We're going to celebrate the release of Tricking Fate, and we've got some cool stuff going on. Don't forget, we've got brand new videos every single night at 6 p.m. Eastern on the YouTube channel, and there's giveaways. We're talking in code, kind of. Those things over on the blog that drops every single Thursday, so come find out who the winner was for last week and what we're giving away this week and like all the good things. So I will see you over on the YouTube page. I will see you in the next live stream here on Instagram. Leave those comments on the video once it is posted in just a minute or two, and I will see you again next week. Until then, have a great day and stay inspired.